Welcome back to the Overheard Podcast, recorded live in Banff. My name is Daniel Rudel. We are here at Banff Center in Club 33, the newest premier venue for live music, comedy, karaoke, everything that's going on, especially out of the craziness of Banff. I don't know if you guys saw that coming in, but town's getting a bit nuts right now.
Yeah.
A little busy, so definitely worth the walk up. If you want to get away from the craziness, come up to Banff Center. They got some of the best pricing in town for refreshments and some of the best acts. We're sitting here today with Sargeant X Comrade playing This Room later tonight. Let's get right into it. How did this project come together?
We met at a party. We started jamming. That's what happened.
Yeah. No, it's. It's been years of kind of coming together. So it's first it started off with me and Yolanda kind of coming together. Her being a singer, me like more on the DJ side of things, and then we started incorporating live musicians with our former bass player Marvin, who passed away a few years back.
Yeah.
But so we've been a full band for a while, but that's kind of like how I guess came together was we kind of linked up, and then we linked up with Marvin, and then we started doing the full funk soul kind of sound with it as well.
Merging tons of different sounds together. One of my main questions as I was going through your catalog is what's the creative process like? How do you guys come up with this stuff? It's fantastic. It's leading from a whole bunch of different mediums. What's your process like?
I would say the process is just like sometimes there's lyrics that come, sometimes there's like a beat that's playing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I do a lot of I'll take little snippets and little sample bites from old records.
Mm-hmm.
So and those kind of shape the sound of the music that comes. So it's kind of incorporating the like retro sounds into more new age things
mm-hmm.
that are happening right now. So we kind of pay respects to the to the elders and the ones that came before us.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's a tradition like super rooted in hip hop, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very prevalent in your work, as well as a bunch of other genres, like funk being a super huge one, and breakbeats,
mm-hmm.
dance hall even in there. You guys are kind of splashing into everything. Does the music come first, the melodies come first, and the lyrics after, or does that all mesh together at the same time in one like creative effort?
I think it depends on the track.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's like a lot of like influences that we have just from like our upbringing, as well as like what we got into when we were teenagers. So when it comes, it just comes, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
What would be some of your main influences you think that like influence your sound today?
I would say that just like the records that my dad used to play when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my family being from the Caribbean, like being a little punk rock kid, like back in the day. So it's just like it's like every single piece has like amalgamated into like what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then with you, right? Like just like listening to different like hip hop and stuff in Russia.
Oh, sure. No, I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I come from the hip hop side of things, but then early on I realized it's like, oh, these samples they're using, they're from like older like soul records and like funk records.
For sure.
So like, I got into some of that music, and then it's just like being a DJ, it's you get exposed to a lot of different genres and things. So, and a lot of it kind of like seeps in through the years, and it's like, oh, I really like this style, and it's kind of hard to kind of stick to one thing
Mm-hmm.
where there's like so much great music out there, and you just kind of want to like dabble in things and play around. And
I think now more than ever, the genre mixing is kind of what makes good music. I think people that are more traditionalists and staying in a lane kind of maybe shoot themselves in the foot in this day and age, right? Let's talk about Mo Gravy Records. How does staying independent play into all of this and being able to create your own sound and dip your toes in all these different pools?
I think that with the record label, we created it once we were getting a lot of attention for like our Magic Radio album. And then after that, we had realized that we could just do it ourselves. So we wanted to just like use like that energy, like that excitement, to put something together to be able to like put on the city more or less.
Mhm.
So with that, what was the question? I missed what I was going to
that
say.
was good.
Yeah, just where the record label plays in and how like staying independent has let you explore your
That
own
part.
sound and not kind of be told what to do. Because right, like big record labels come with expectations. I've talked to big artists that almost laugh when they mention their deals that they're in and how they wish they could take those back. So it sounds like you might have dodged a bullet there.
I just think that because the music is coming out of you independently,
Mhm.
it like helps you be more free and lets you be in control, and also lets you know more about like the actual music business. There's a lot of artists, they don't really know much about the biz. And they're just like, oh yeah, sign this.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's definitely freedom, and it's an opportunity to build community outside of just like what we're doing together.
Yeah, it kind of allows us to build like a hub within Calgary and Alberta in general for like the specific kind of sound and flavor that we're bringing to the table that you don't necessarily expect from this province, you know.
I'm glad you brought that up. That was actually one of my questions. Is like Calgary's known for a specific sound, a specific genre of music. How do you go to finding your place in that city?
Yeah, we just created, man.
Yeah,
That's
created.
the thing. Like with the Mo Gravy Records, that's what we're kind of aiming for, is to just like create a sound and harbor that sound within the province, and
The world.
yeah, and like, you know, eventually take it worldwide. But like in general too, like there's lots of artists in Alberta and Calgary that that are in that lane, so we're kind of like trying to give them a voice as well and sort of like pave the path for people if we can.
Well, honestly, it's very much needed. There's a lot of people that think to make it in music or entertainment or even media that you have to move to either Toronto or Vancouver. What would you say to those people out there?
I would say that Calgary. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'd say that Calgary is like gonna be the next spot. I think like the National Music Center's there, the National like Arts Access Center's there. The Workland Center is getting like a bunch of renovations. There's a lot of people that are moving to Calgary for the music. I think that Calgary is going to be the next big thing and the next big hub, and I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah, and there's like, you know, also a lot of new investment within Alberta music as well. Like there's like,
Action plan.
yeah, right now I think what is it, the
25 mil, 5 mil per year towards like.
yeah,
the
they
arts.
started some kind of Alberta Music Committee, which is like the first in Canada. So like Alberta's sort of paving the way for
Initiative.
yeah, and like music funding for artists within the province. So like right now it is a good time to be from Alberta.
Amazing.
Yeah, because and there's a lot more, like, you know, it's a lot more saturated and a lot more kind of competition within bigger cities like Toronto. But Alberta, you get to kind of stand out a little bit more, and yeah, and just excited for the future of the province and the music here.
So your sound is incredibly unique and your artistic style is pretty unmatched. Anyone coming to the show tonight, what can they expect from you guys?
I don't know. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna mash it up. We're gonna
Gonna do what we do.
yeah. I don't know.
Some soul music, some funk music. I don't know if we're doing too much reggae or dancehall with this
Tonight,
set that we got going on tonight, but yeah, like it's more like funk soul, lo-fi soul, which is what we're kind of known for.
Yeah, can you define lo-fi soul for me?
It's more or less like you know, the lo-fi sound that it's basically like crackly records, little samples that get but with the soul, it's, you know, you have a soul singer with a full band that kind of is arranged around those sounds and those samples. So you got a little bit of that like vintage crackle in there, but then you also got the full soul funk band around it.
I love it, honestly. Super great vibe dipping into your catalog. Like, did a pretty extensive research, and
Nice.
I researched these like pretty close to the interviews, and I listened to the first track, and then after the second one, and it, like the story kind of kept changing as we went along, and I couldn't put it down. So
Right on.
yeah,
cool.
your stuff is really awesome.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to you guys have a new record coming out.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, it's all done, but I think we're gonna drop it next year. But we
Okay.
got some other stuff coming. Like right now, we
Action
got This Sunday actually is a big date. We got funk record dropping for Flytrap, which is the project that our former bass player Marvin was working on before he passed away.
Yeah,
so
cool.
we were able to complete the record.
You were able to.
Everyone was.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
You're on it.
I know, but basically he was recording it, and it was at like 7 different studios, and then Jay contacted the studios to get all the stuff, and then brought all the cats together, like Marvin's friends and collaborators, and then it took 3 years, but now the album's done.
Yeah, it's a big deal, this project. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like why we're pumping it, is because it's it's like a while in the making, and it's like, it was a very emotional kind of journey to get this thing done, and it's like a really amazing album, which I think is like a landmark for some like Calgary music.
Yeah, relic and
because
testament. Yeah.
because Marvin was huge in the Calgary scene, and like he was had a lot of like supporters. Was like in like 5 to 10 different bands in the city, and
Wow.
is like known all over. He's like a super cool guy.
Yeah.
So this project means a lot to a lot of people. So, and that's dropping this Sunday. It's called Flytrap: Weapon of Mass Creation. So check that one out.
I tell you, it has to be pretty cool to create the music that you guys do. It is amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, go out and check it out today. How do you hope people feel when they leave your show tonight here in Banff?
I hope they feel like they're seen and they feel something.
Yeah,
In general, like, I don't know.
any emotion is good emotion.
Yeah.
But I hope they feel
Except
good.
for on the other scale. But
Or
I
they
think
feel angry.
I think they'll feel happy. Yeah. I think that sometimes you go to a show and you don't really know what to expect, and then you see the show, and then like I want people to think about it after. Think about the lyrics, think about like the experience, and yeah.
Well, you definitely had me thinking about it this morning, and as soon as I picked up your stuff. So if you haven't heard about them, come on up to Banff Center tonight. $20. Show starts at 8 p.m. You're not going to regret it. Come out and party with these guys tonight. It's going to be an awesome time.
Hi, it's Sargeant and Comrade, and we're here live at the Banff Center. We'll be playing tonight at around 8 o'clock p.m. at Club 33. See you next Tuesday.
Peace.